Hi students, welcome back. And in this session, we are going to discuss if a ray of light approaches concave and convex mirror in a particular direction, after reflection, what will happen to that particular ray of light? Okay, so first, in case of concave mirror, a ray parallel to the principal axis. If a ray approaches parallel to the principal axis, what will happen? It is reflected back and it passes through the principal focus. After reflection, it passes through the principal focus. And similarly, in case of convex mirror, a ray parallel to principal axis, then what will be the condition? This will be the normal and it is reflected back. And we can say that this reflected ray are emerging from F. It appears as emerging from F. This is in case of convex mirror. Now, second case, a ray passing through the F. Okay, if a ray passing through F, what will be the result? A ray of light passing through principal focus. What will happen to the reflected ray? It will move parallel to the principal axis. Clear? And in case of convex mirror, what will happen? If it cannot pass through F, because here principal focus and center of curvature behind the mirror, therefore it directed towards the focus. It directed towards the focus. Then it reflected back with a direction parallel to the principal axis. For both convex and convex are same only. Okay. Here it is passing through the focus, and after reflection it is move the direction parallel to principal axis. Here it cannot pass through the focus, so it is, if it is directed towards the focus, after reflection it will be reflected and with a direction parallel to principal axis. And the third case, a ray passing through C. A ray passing through C, that is a ray of light passing through the center of curvature. What will be the situation? It reflected back along the same line. Similarly, for convex mirror, it cannot pass through the center of curvature, so it is directed towards the center of curvature. It is directed towards the center of curvature. Again, it will reflect along the same line. And the last condition is that a ray of light incident obliquely to the principal axis. It is directly incident on the point P, obliquely to the principal axis. It gets reflected back along this path. Similarly, for convex mirror also, if a ray of light is incident obliquely to the principal axis, it gets reflected back. Now, whenever we draw this diagram, what is the condition or what is the criteria which we take? And here look at it. When a ray of light passing through the focus, when a ray of light parallel to the principal axis, it will pass through the principal focus. This we already discussed in the last session class when we discussed the principal focus. What is principal focus? So as we know that all the parallel rays after reflection, it will pass through the principal focus. Similarly, for concave lens, convex lens also, it appears as emerging from the principal point F, that is called the principal focus. Okay, this is what we already explained in the last session. Now come to this section. A ray of light passing through F. A ray of light passing through F, it get reflected back with the direction parallel to F. Sorry, with the direction parallel to principal axis. This is just a reverse case of this. Here, if a ray of light is passing through or it approaches a mirror with a parallel to principal axis, after reflection it will go to F. Here, it is just a reverse. If a ray of light passing through F, after reflection, it will move with a direction parallel to principal axis. So to remember, you just need to remember this only. So obviously you can remember this also because it will be just a reverse case only. Similarly for a convex mirror also. Here, if a ray of light approaches parallel to principal axis, it will emerge, it will get reflected back with a direction which is appears as coming from a principal focus. Similarly, just a reverse. If a ray of light is directed towards F, it will get reflected back with a direction parallel to principal axis. This also just a reverse case. Now, a ray of light passing through C, then what will happen? It will get reflected back along the same direction. Why? Because if a ray of light passing through a point point C, and it reaches here, suppose D or any point P next. Okay, any point. Then you can see that what is the normal here? Normal also passing, normal also. Remember, for a mirror, normal always passing through center of curvature. For mirror, normal always passing through center of curvature. Clear? Because that is here normal will be here. This is normal at this point. And this point normal is here. These all normals are passing through the center of curvature because that is a radius, okay, in which it will be perpendicular. Okay, so here normal also lies in the same plane in which the ray of light lies. That means what will be the angle of incidence? Angle of incidence will be 0 because this is the normal and this is the ray of light. So what will be the angle of incidence? Angle of incidence will be 0. If angle of incidence will be 0, then angle of reflection also should be 0. That means it should reflect in the same plane. Sorry, line. It should, after reflection, it should pass through the same line. Okay, clear. The same concept here also. Here also we can see that if a ray of light is directed towards C, that is the angle of incidence will be 0 because this is the normal. If you draw the normal, normal also will be same line. Okay, so that means angle of incidence will be 0, then angle of reflection also should be 0, so that it will get reflected back to the same line. Now, what is the condition in case of a ray of light incident obliquely to the principal axis? So, here what is the condition? As we know that at the point P, what will be the normal? Normal will be this. Am I right? Normal will be this. Okay, same as principal axis. So, what will be the angle of incidence? This is. Then angle of incidence will be, angle of reflection will be this. It should be equal, so that it will get reflected back along this. Similarly, here also, if a ray of light approaches here, what is the normal here? This is. The angle of incidence will be this, and angle of reflection will be this. So this should be equal, so that it will get reflected like this. Okay, and for all these cases, angle of reflection is valid. Angle of reflection and angle of incidence equal. That law of reflection is valid. For example, here, the normal is like this. This will be the angle of incidence and this will be the angle of reflection. Okay, for this case also we can say this is the normal because it is directed towards the center. Okay, normal always directed towards the center. So this will be the angle of incidence and this is the angle of reflection. So for all these cases, the law of reflection which says that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, that is valid. Clear? Now, next we can discuss with this concept. It is very important to remember the ray of these diagrams. Okay, if you know these diagrams properly, no need to by heart it. Just to remember this diagram, we can draw any ray diagram for convex and concave mirror. Any image diagram we can draw for convex and concave diagram. No need to by heart it. We just need to remember these 8 conditions for convex and concave. Okay, so now we can discuss how the image formation occurs in case of concave mirror. Okay, first we can discuss in case of concave, then we can go for convex mirror.